So last time we picked up 2 quests at the end of the episode, and I did it kind of in a hurry. We didn't really take a close look at them, so I'm gonna do that now. And I guess we have this Fury of the Storm, which is a fairly simple one. Kill 10 Felsong in Thorum's Peak. Let's see. They should answer for this slight. They ravaged his brood. Okay. And then we need Wings of Liberty, which is a fun throwback to the StarCraft 2 expansion. Oh no. Wings of Liberty, I guess, was the original release of StarCraft 2, if I remember correctly. I forget the names of the other. Wings of Liberty. Heart of the Swarm. I remember because it had the Heroes of the Storm abbreviation. And something of the Void for the Protoss version or campaign of StarCraft 2. Something of the Void. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, I really enjoyed StarCraft 2. If you haven't played it, you should check it out. So we're gonna free 4 named buddies of our guy here. Okay, we'll free some people, and we're gonna find the Thorignir mother. Rescue her. Okay, the mother of the brood. Got it. Okay. Doesn't seem too complicated. And I guess the way to do that is okay over there. So we're gonna. I could fly, but let's do the less cheating way. And cheating. I'm gonna get a health stone up and this. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's start killing some baddies. Felsong Executioner, take him out. Alright. I always get the Viking theme feeling from these guys, which I think is what I'm supposed to be getting, right? Sort of a Viking-esque theme. Which, I forgot why I was saying this the other day to someone, like a friend of mine, I don't know how this came up, but I said Vikings are really cool, which I don't have a lot of knowledge about Viking history, but I think they're very cool learning about them. But I'm not saying I'm glad they're not around anymore, but I feel like they'd be kind of scary if they were still around. Alright, I know not why you came, but you have my gratitude. You are welcome. They'd be a little scary. If modern day Vikings existed. It's like 3:40 in the morning, so I'm a little bit slower moving than normal. This is early for me. I usually don't get up until closer to 4:30 is probably when I get up, maybe 5. Honestly, 5 is probably more accurate most days. Occasionally I'll wake up at 3:30, but usually I'll just lay in bed and go back to sleep, and then actually get out of bed around 4:30 to 5. This is quite early. This guy looks like he's about to attack me, but he's not. He's just kind of hanging around. I'm going to go ahead and kill him real quick anyway. Yeah, it's kind of a weird pose. So I might be a little bit slower moving. A little bit less talkative than my normal routine. But, feeling pretty good. So it's, yeah, it's early. I didn't go to bed till I went to bed about 9:30 last night, so at this point, I'm a little low on sleep. I try to get about 8 hours of sleep every night, so I go to bed around 9 and wake up around 5 most days. I usually fall asleep within minutes. I mean, I fall asleep fast. I've never had a problem falling asleep. I always joke it's my superpower that I can fall asleep very quickly, which maybe indicates that I need just to sleep more in general, but I don't know. So, works for me. So I thought for a while there, hold on, let me check my talents. I thought I had... Why did it seem like... Oh, that's right, okay. I always forget that, because I took the Focused Chaos talent, the PvP talent, I always think that... Let's kill this guy. That Havoc completely doesn't do anything for any of my abilities, but it's still, like, can flag, immolate, etc. would still do damage to other targets. I should be using Havoc more. I keep thinking that all of my abilities now don't do anything with Havoc, which is not the case. So I just haven't been using it for, I don't know, episodes and episodes, because I mentally kind of removed it from... I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna actually take a trip down there instead of shooting him from up here. I feel safer doing it this way. Like, I don't know, just, yeah, safer, for sure. I think this is our last, well, not our last quest we'll be done. Probably after this kill, is that right? No, I guess we have to go kill one more Felsong. Heart of the Dragon, we have one more. This is our buddy down here, I think. Is that right? No, maybe not. Huh. I thought this was Azariah, but now I think this is just the... That is Azariah, and maybe this is the one we have to free? Is that right? Might be over somewhere else. Anyway, we'll get to kill this mob either way. Let's do it. Start with one of these. I haven't set up my Infernal macro yet to drop the Infernal at my target, but I plan to eventually. Might as well use Kalatis, because he's a baller.
I am free. You are a true savior, outsider.
Yeah, that
Speak to Vethir. He will take you to the summit.
Okay. So I guess Alafir is like Alafir? Yeah, is way over east, it looks like, from here. So I'm actually in the wrong spot. I have some mail. Maybe I forgot. Oh, it's a postmaster. Okay. I must have missed some loot last episode, most likely. So I don't want to turn in this quest just yet. I want to go get all these quests done. So I guess I missed someone over here. Oh yeah, it's like way... Huh. I don't really care about that dragon. It's way over here. Okay, I didn't realize I missed this. Well, we're gonna get it. So, also, funny comment I got the other day. This comment kind of cracks me up. It made me self-conscious. Not really, but it was just like... Now I'm like, well, I do have glasses. I should change this. So, I have a glass, water glass here, which I've used before. It's not the first time I've ever used it. For whatever reason, I tended to use a plastic cup in the mornings when I'd wake up. And someone, what did they do? Someone commented and said, unless you want all that extra estrogen, you should switch to glasses or something instead of plastic. It was some stupid comment, and I was like, you know, first of all, I'm not really worried about increased estrogen due to drinking out of plastic cups once a day, if that. But I was like, yeah, in general, I do like drinking out of glasses more than plastic cups. Like, I appreciate the weight to a glass. Although, I get to my eye. Although, for whatever reason, in the morning, sometimes I use a plastic cup. And usually that's because it's almost quieter, which sounds really weird. But, like, I feel like it makes a lot of a noise when I set it down as a glass would. We got a rare spawn over here I can go kill. Vethir. I think I've done this mob before. We're gonna use Gladys. It's gonna make life quite a bit easier for us. What a cool buddy to have along here. He makes these like rare spawns and things so much easier. We're basically have a 15-second stun is massive on a mob that would probably kill within 20 seconds. Done. Ooh, and Vari's gift. What is this? That's a significant upgrade, apparently. 145. Let's put it over. Sure. Cool. Worth. Alright, let's go. Anyway, we've got all 3 quests done. Let's go sneak back over here and turn them in. Where's our buddy? There he is. I was like, how do I miss this giant, you know, dragon Drake looking guy? Alright, Vethir. Fury of the Storm. The Felsong have witnessed true strength today. They will think twice before raising their blade to you again. That's true. Wings of Liberty, I am truly indebted to you for this act. My siblings were not able to defend themselves against the Felsong and would have ended up their slaves. You're a true friend of the Thorrignir. What do I want? Maybe this? Maybe. And I'm relieved to hear that our mother is safe. I am sure that she will wish to thank you herself. Okay. Ooh. All sorts of things here. Relics, which I don't think we can use anymore. Am I right, or am I totally wrong on that? Shift, right click. No, I can. Okay, yeah. Fire relics, what I need. Okay, there's fire, blood, and fire. Okay. Cool. Interesting. Alright, thanks for your help. Oh man, these names are getting me every time. Thurmjaris was able to escape the clutches of that vile demon. She bid me wait for you so that I could take you to her once you had finished dispatching your foes. She has gathered our brood at the top of Thorm's Peak to prepare for counterattack. Would you join us?
Fear not the storm.
I would. Game of Thrones season premiere was last night. I did not watch it. I've never watched Game of Thrones. I mentioned this in the last episode, I think, but I plan to at some point when it's all released. I'm going to go through and watch it all. Which I guess is the last season, I think. So I don't know how to watch it. Like how to get all the seasons after it's done, but whatever. I'll find some venue to acquire it or stream it or something. And
Hear the call of the storm.
The gift of the Thorrignir.
We will strike like lightning. You chose to save us from a wretched fate. You have passed the trial of will, and you have also gained an ally.
Cool. I don't remember what happens here.
Aloft your weapon, outsider. Accept the power of storm and thunder as a gift for your selfless acts. The Drekkerjar must pay.
Oh, it's literally... So the overcharged storm scale, I think that's another one of those things that would have given me artifact power, which doesn't exist anymore, so I just get to sell it. And in my case... Wait. Attuned for Scepter of Sargeras, that's what I have. And I want a fire. And they literally just give me +3 item level. This one's worth more to vendor it. So I'll take that. You're a truly hero to my brood. You have gained a powerful ally today, outsider. The God King has reason to fear you. Alright, let's sure. I don't know if that does anything anymore, but why not? Fly with the Vethir and kill 150 of the God King's allies in your Hrideshul. You have proven yourself an ally of the Thorrignir, and we will lend you our strength. I would ask one last favor of our new champion, though. The dragon who guided you to me awaits his vengeance against the Vrykul. Together I wish for you to show these Drekkerjar what it means to cross the Thorrignir. Be thy Felsong or not, their malice has caused suffering to my brood. Their troll must be paid in blood. Speak to the Vethir when you're ready. Sweet. I was gonna say, go nuke some people. I always like these quests I mentioned before. They're a lot of fun to me. Okay. You can blast the nearby enemies with their 2 key, which I'm not too worried about needing. I don't see anyone attacking me, but sure. I guess someone was attacking me. I really didn't see anyone, but sure. That worked. Oh, I see them. Now they're like literally on me. Got it. Oh well, nuke them one way or another. That tree just blocked one of my attacks. That's funny. Oh, I like these quests. A little bit of
Suffer the wrath of the Vethir!
I guess I should kill these guys faster, but yeah, they just don't really do them a lot to me. Like the little guys that are on me. Got him. All done. Okay. Fun. Seriously, those are such... They're very easy, but they're just kind of... They're satisfying in a way that you don't get in WoW and most... I mean, these, you know, these quests come up every now and then. I always kind of start ranting about them because I just find them kind of fun.
Your trials are far from over. When you need me again, I shall be ready. It seems that a messenger awaits. May the gale winds carry you, friend.
Okay, let's turn this in and we'll go from here. Huggin. The raven squawks and Javi's voice fills your head. You are indeed mighty as the trail shows, but valor is a different animal when you think to tame. Okay, Trial of Will. Achievement done. Cool. We get 4 more Stormheim stories to do. Now, I like Stormheim, but a part of me is wondering if I shouldn't move on from here. Because I'd like to do some questing in Argus at some point. Which I think is perfectly reasonable to do at any point now, but I might do it like later, like 108 to 110 or something. So I kind of actually think I might want to try somewhere else. Maybe I'll finish this level, and then we'll move to one of the other 3 zones over here for a couple levels, and then check out Suramar, maybe closer to 110. Or Argus, or I don't know. We're not going to go through all the stories, obviously, before I ding 110 and move on to BFA content, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to BFA a lot, because I've never leveled on, Kulturas, right? Yeah, I've never leveled over there, so. Meet with Javi in Valdistal, so let's finish 103 here and then move on. Javi's voice continues in your head as the raven stares on. If valor you seek, then to the bones you must speak, but first you must prepare. Okay.
You must seek the judgment of the ancient kings. But they are dead, and you are not. There is one who can bridge the gap if you indulge him. Meet me at Valdistal, and I will spin the tale.
What is this quest? Kill 10. Okay, nah, that seems wildly uninteresting. It just seems like there's a lot of like those little quests, you know, that aren't main storyline quests necessarily. That might have been a main chapter quest, but I think it was just a generic kind of extra quest, and I'd rather stick to the main stories since I'm leveling so quickly anyway. I do have War Mode on, which does gain quite a bit of extra experience, admittedly. 15%, right? Yeah, 15%, so, you know. But I haven't ran into like anyone that PvP, so I mean seriously, I don't think I've barely even run into anyone at all anyway. Okay, I just wanted to grab the flight point. Alright, Javi. The hero of the hour, we must waste no time. Our business at hand is most important if you wish to succeed in your trials. Help Javi butcher the moose and learn about your next trial. Alright. Let's do that. Remember this being kind of a slow, cute quest. Watch me get PvP now.
They have forgotten the old vows. But there is one who remembers.
I'll get so wrecked. I'm just not like prepared for a fight.
The old ways. Seek Vidar, earn your judgment, and pass the trial of valor.
Oh my gosh, just make it stop. Like, this guy's like very high level, obviously, so I'm kind of screwed here. Yeah. I mean, I probably had did I have a chance at all against that guy? I don't think it was any scenario I had a shot at killing this guy. I really haven't been in scenarios where I've been in PvP at all. It's kind of interesting. Like, I wonder if this guy's just gonna camp me now? I mean, it sort of seems like it. Interesting. Well, whatever. Let's turn our quest. Grab our next one. And get out of here. Making a very quick escape before I get chased down. I didn't actually read the quest at all. There's a quest down here too. What is this? Who's got the quest here? This thing. Locate clues to discover the fate of Tidescorn Harbor. I do not know what has become my village. Some have grown violent and savage, while others have fallen into madness. In these times, we can usually turn to our leader, Jarl Tarbin. The mists have taken him as well. Okay. Let's stick to our main quest for now. I need to get my Void Walker back soon. So I'll do that in just a moment. Okay, we got our big guy here, the Slayer. Let's get our Void Walker back. I like him to be up and running. So that was interesting. I was just like, I haven't PvP'd in a long time, and then the guy decides to attack me and kill me. I probably could have put up a better fight, but like I have no concept of how to handle my character in PvP, as you probably noticed. I've never really tried to PvP on a Warlock in Modern WoW, and at some point maybe I will take the time to learn how, but I don't think my keybinds are set up very well for anything like that yet, and that's okay. Either way, I think that person was such a high level character. I really don't know if I had any shot even remotely. I have 18,000 health. He had 220,000 health. Like, it's not exactly optimistic chances, in my opinion. Okay. We got our found a rare spawn there I took down. Let's keep on moving to the Runewood. And here we go. Vethir. Runestones. Seem to remember this guy. Bound Twisted. The Bone Speakers.
The woods protect you.
My roots wither, my branches die. The Bone Speakers, they seek to silence the Runewood. The Runestones are the key. Turn the stones, release my bonds. It's very, reminds me of something from the movie The Labyrinth, from like a 1985 film. When was The Labyrinth released? David Bowie. And, oh, what's her name? Is it Jennifer Connelly? When Jennifer Connelly was, I think, like a kid. Like, it was like, this might have been the early 80s, I don't remember now. The Labyrinth is a great movie. You should see it if you've never seen it. Okay, the Bone Speakers. They are corrupt, hungry for power. Kill 8 Bone Speaker rune axes and 8 Bone Speaker carvers. Hunt them for my woods. Okay. Start working on the rune stones themselves and clear some mob trash along the way. I think we can start down here. Grab some little herbs that I haven't done a lot of herb gathering in a while. Let's do this. Yeah, I liked Labyrinth. I saw it as a kid, and it's like I think it's like a Jim Henson production type of thing. There's definitely Muppets in it, and it's. I think it kind of gained like a cult following. The Labyrinth. I don't think it was originally like wildly popular when it released, but that changed over time. After its release, and I think it's not unreasonable that it did, because I think it was a pretty cool movie. Like, I think it was pretty good.
Here, the woods call to me.
We got one of our runes activated, rune stones. The Labyrinth, in my mind, I always put the Labyrinth alongside the Dark Crystal. There was another, I think it was another Jim Henson Muppet type production. And when I say Muppets, I don't mean like the Muppets, like the happy, friendly, kid-friendly Muppets. I mean, like, the same studio that did the Muppets. So I don't know, I always call everything a Muppet.
Free. I can almost feel my leaves.
You can almost feel his leaves. That's interesting. So anyway, yeah, I think the Dark Crystal was also made by the Jim Henson Production Studios, also in the 80s. I haven't seen that in a very long time. I don't remember it very well, but I seem to recall liking it quite a bit. So, the Muppets, Gluttonous Raven, we just aggroed a random, I thought it was just like a critter, the ravens. Interesting. Like not critters though, actual mobs. Okay. Let's go have more stuff for us to kill.
I'm unbound. My roots will seek the hearts of my betrayers.
I think I'll follow up with another quest.
There. Your footsteps fall as acorns. Stand before me, little one.
Okay, so it was your footsteps I felt upon my woods as the runestones released their grip. You have my thanks, outsider. Alright. That was it? Or maybe I need to kill these other mobs before I can go on. I wasn't sure if that would actually be a required quest to do this, but it looks like it might be. Alright. So let's kill a few more of these guys. And then, what do we have? Actually, quite a few more. We're not even halfway there yet. Now we're about halfway. So while we're here, I needed to thank two of my top Patreon sponsors. I have Kieran S and Aberrant Zero, and they're in the highest tier of Patreon support. And as a part of that, they get a what do you want to call it? Oral shout out, verbal shout out on my videos. So thanks to those two, it's greatly appreciated and super helpful. And I'm thinking about these bone speakers here, and they're kind of boring mobs. Like, let's be honest, these guys are not exactly what do you want to call stimulating the senses in any specific way. Like, I just find them fairly generic mobs. Like, they're angry humanoids. They are humanoids, right? Angry humanoids with axes that don't really have any special skills. I need carvers now. Just carvers. Okay, let's go find some. But yeah, so they're kind of boring mobs. Like, you know, it happens. There's always good little groups of mobs that aren't necessarily wildly entertaining, and these happen to be those mobs in this episode, which is fine. It happens. You know, you can't have every single mob being extremely entertaining. It's kind of funny. When I think about it, I'm like, yeah, these guys are pretty forgettable mobs. Like, yeah, they're fine. Just drop some Cataclysm, drop some Rain of Fire. There we go. AoE Frenzy. Very cool. Very fun. Done. Let's go drop this off. Alright, the Runewood will know peace once more with these bone speakers removed from the land. It is a good beginning. Okay, now we get the follow-up. Collect 8 soul caps in the Runewood. So an outsider would seek to be judged by the ancient rulers of the Vrykul. Curious, this. Know that they will not take to your presence kindly, stranger. If you are so hasty to meet judgment, you can call them forth with a ritual of awakening. To complete this ritual, you will require an aromatic to burn and an offering to present. A plant grows in the Runewood that will make a suitable incense. Gather it now and instruct you further. Oh, follow up. Collect 4 engorged bear hearts from the voracious bears. For the Vrykul kings, none of such offering is prized more than the Jorn Harta. Okay. The hearts will be made as an offering. Cool. That's fine. Kind of weird. But sure. Speaking of, I was just saying, speaking of generic mobs that don't really stand out in your mind, voracious bears. I feel like I'm being so negative, wildly forgettable, let's be honest. Voracious bears and humanoids that don't really do anything aren't really high on my list of mobs that I'm thinking back to, like, oh, those are fun mobs to kill. You know, they're kind of just, they're fine. This is kind of filler. And, you know, you need filler in MMO. But yeah, not wildly entertaining mobs. I feel like I've noticed, I was mentioning this last episode, that when we were in the, we're helping Velen out, that it seems like mobs don't interrupt as much as I kind of thought they should be. That makes, like, you know, like I'm harvesting something or whatever, they just don't interrupt me, when I kind of thought they would in some cases. Maybe I haven't really paid a lot of close attention, but I kind of just wonder if they've eliminated interrupts when trying to loot stuff as much, or at least partially. It feels that way. We need this mushroom camp over here, so I'm going to kill this Bone Speaker Rune Axe. What I really need is another couple bear hearts too. Drop rate is about, seems about 50% for us, but I don't know if that's really true. Here's a couple bear boys. Oh man, so Avengers Endgame's coming out in the next couple of weeks. I've never really, in my entire life, I don't think I've ever done pre-sale tickets on a movie. I considered it for Avengers Endgame. I'm not even a huge Marvel Cinematic Universe fan. I like it. Like, I've watched most of the movies. I've probably seen, there's like 22 of them. I think I've seen 17 of them. I don't think I saw Age of Ultron. Turn in this quest while we're here. What do you bring? Yes, these soul caps should be adequate for your ritual. Speak with me once you are ready to proceed, and I will guide you further. Alright, let's go get our bear heart, since we're almost done. Otherwise, I don't think I saw Age of Ultron. I don't know if I saw Iron Man 3. I don't think I saw Thor: The Dark World. And I don't think I saw the original Ant-Man. I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp, which I really liked. I want to go back and watch the original Ant-Man, but I don't think I've seen it. It says like 4 or 5 that I haven't seen yet, I think. But I've enjoyed most of the films that I saw. I watched most of them at home. I did see the original Iron Man in theaters. I saw it in theaters in the first month of release, so I was kind of like on the train early, but then didn't stick to it tightly because, you know, I liked it, but I'm not a huge moviegoer. These hearts are fat and bloody. The slumbering rulers will not refuse an offering. Okay, sweet. These are basically junk. You have proven resourceful. Oh, that might... Nope, still junk. You'll have proven resourceful thus far, stranger. As promised, I will instruct you in the ritual of awakening. Receive judgment from the ancient Vrika rulers. Okay. First, you must place the offering atop the grave of the ruler. Burn the incense. If your offering is adequate, the rulers will rise, and you may ask your judgment. Take care, outsider. The dead Vriko kings will not enjoy being awakened from their slumber. Oh, a favor. Use the branch of the Runewood to send 8 weakened, restless ancestors back to the earth. Okay. As you step through the graves of ancient heroes, you will no doubt come across spirits of the restless dead. Agitated by the Bone Speaker's misdeeds, they must be returned to the earth so where they are buried, so they may be judged as well. Take this bow, and it carries with it essence of the Runewood. Okay, sweet. We can do this. But I am really excited for Endgame. I've never experienced a movie built up so long, right? I mean, you don't need to have watched all the movies to understand what's going on, but it's just a lot that's been built up, and that's cool. I'm kind of quite excited about that. Alright, the first judgment. Okay. I gotta kill this big dude. Oaktail Dragonblood. Come in, show me your fury. Got it. So I'm not going to do the advanced sales, because I mentioned, actually today, that's why I'm up so early. A family member of mine is having surgery. They're going into the hospital like 5:30, so I'm going to wrap up here a little bit shorter than normal in this episode, so that I can kind of get over there and see them into the operating room, in a way, like kind of greet them briefly. My wife's coming with me, of course, and so we're up early. She's actually showering and may have heard a faint splash of shower water. I can barely hear it from in here. But anyway, so that's going on this morning, and because that person's staying in the hospital for up to a couple of weeks, that's going to be into the release of Endgame. So I don't really want to go out of my way. Taking 3 hours out of my day to see a movie right now isn't the best use of my time. So I'm gonna wait, and I'll go probably in May. And one thing is, I'm someone that doesn't really care about spoilers. Like, sure, I don't want to be spoiled, but like, I've been spoiled in so many movies in my life that it doesn't matter. I still enjoy them, so like, I don't really have that fear of being on the internet and someone spoiling Endgame for me. Like, whatever, I'll still enjoy the movie. So, I am like immune to that nonsense, thankfully. Ooh, let's see. I remember this guy. He who shall not be named. How do we trigger him? Oh, offering. There it is. I was like, I know there's a way to bring the nameless king, who reminds me of the King Leoric from Dota, which I don't know if there's some relationship here. But that's what it kind of reminds me of. King Leoric, which I actually don't know what he's called now. Skeleton King? I knew him as King Leoric, I think, from when I played Dota All-Stars in Warcraft 3. Let's just nuke all those little guys. I think he... Yeah. He also gave us a little... What did he give us? Order resources. Huh. Well, I'm glad we've freed him from his curse. Happy to help. Good. And now he has a name too, which is cute. Torvald the Defiant. Very cute. So, a weekend rest. I think I need actually weaken this guy, right? Yeah. Okay, that didn't work. How does this work? You can't do that yet. Okay. How weakened does it have to be? About 50%. Got it. Okay. Couldn't remember how I did this quest. It's been a while. My stupid Chaos Bolt almost kills them in one shot, which almost makes it not work. Like I almost have to baby these guys a little bit to make sure I don't actually kill them. I think 60% is the cutoff. That seems right. Interesting. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to Avengers Endgame, but I won't catch it just yet. But I seriously am pretty hyped for it. I mean, as far as movies go, I'm not usually super hyped on movies. This is one that I'm looking forward to. I was joking with my wife about doing the, heading over to some city that has the 22 movie marathon. It's like a 96-hour marathon, and doing that, and she's like, that is stupid. Like, how is that even fun? Rithus the Oracle looks really cool. This guy's a very cool model. I like that a lot. But honestly, like, sitting through 96 straight hours, I'm sure there's like intermissions, I hope. It just sounds smelly and a little painful. Like, I don't know if you've ever tried to stay awake for days in a row. I've done all-nighters, even recently. And just, I do it okay, but by the end of that second day, so like if I wake up at, let's say, 6 a.m. Wake up at 6 a.m. Don't sleep that night. Go to work the next day. And then come back home from work, let's say like 6 p.m. I'm home. By the time I'm home, I'm like ready to take a nap and like sleep. Sometimes I'll still stay up till like a normal bedtime for me, which is around 9 p.m. And then I'll go to sleep. And that works out fine. But by that point, I am like dead tired. Like, I'm ready to sleep by 9 p.m. the next night. Like it almost like hurts to keep my eyes open. I can't imagine trying to do like 4 days. And obviously I would sleep. You'd have to sleep through some of the movies. But at that point, like, what are you paying for then if you're sleeping through it anyway? It doesn't sound fun to me. And the tickets cost enough that you could, depending on what streaming services you have, like Netflix, you can watch like 12 of the 22 movies anyway. You can probably rent the remaining 10 for about the same price as those tickets, and then watch them at a more peaceful pace. So I don't think it's, to me, it's a great idea, but not something I would actually do. Ashildyr's grave has been disturbed, outsider. Do you know something of this? So you seek the judgment of the Queen of the Vethir. This must be your fault. Okay, excuse me. The bone speakers of Hostwald have committed an atrocity and stolen Asheldir's bones. They must have done this to keep an outsider from completing the trials. You must not let this stand. Enter Hostwald and retrieve her remains. Okay. And I see you carry a branch of the Runewood. Then it was you who laid the spirits to rest. Indeed. Defeat 15 Bone Speaker of Reichel or their allies in Hostwald. Okay. So, anyway, I will say that there's a difference in being in a movie theater with people. It's a different experience than watching stuff at home. I get that, but this is Hostwald. We have a quest right here, apparently. What is this? Destroy the ritual stones to stop the rituals binding Ashdil's spirit.
Think to beat me with the Legion at my side? Give up, fool! The Bone Speakers will never let an outsider be judged worthy.
Okay. I think I remember this area. There should be mobs in here? No? Huh. Interesting. So we're going to destroy some ritual stones. Collect some bones.
I need to get closer.
And kill some Bone Speaker allies, which I kind of skipped a few at the entrance, but we'll get them in a moment. But yeah, so I'm excited for Endgame. I'm excited for... Oh, I'm really excited for... I'm like on a media roll right now. I'm really excited for Cobra Kai Season 2. Cobra Kai Season 1, it's like a YouTube original. It was honestly extremely surprising to me in how good it was. Like, I did not expect that. I really, really enjoyed it. Like, it's not perfect. It has its flaws. But I was a big fan of the original movie. The original Karate Kid. I think I saw Karate Kid 2. I don't think I saw any other ones after that. I heard the first one was the best one. And after that, it kind of dropped in quality somewhat. It's been a long time since I've seen them, but I would vaguely agree with that the first one was the best compared to the second, at least. But I really liked the original Karate Kid. So when I saw they were making Cobra Kai, I was not really optimistic. I didn't really know much about it. I just saw it pop up on YouTube one day. I have a YouTube... It's not YouTube Red anymore. They changed the name. But I have a subscription to it through my brother. I think he shared it with me, which I normally don't share subscriptions to things like Netflix or whatever, but he offered it to me, and I was like, sure, I'll try it. And I use it for music a lot, like the Google Play Music Store or whatever is free through that, so I can stream whatever, and I use that every day, like constantly at work. I almost always have headphones in my lab. One nice thing about working in a research facility, you generally have a lot of freedom, and I can listen to music without it ever being a problem, because I don't deal with customers, or I have coworkers, and so I'll talk to them, I'll pop my earphones out, or leave them quiet enough that I can hear people over them, but yeah, so that's nice, but I use it a lot. So anyway, I have a YouTube Red, or whatever subscription it's called now, and through my brother, and that's how I got Cobra Kai, and Cobra Kai Season 1 was really good. Honestly, I would say that it's worth picking up a YouTube Red, or I forget what it's called now, YouTube Premium, that's what it's called. I would say it's worth picking up a YouTube Premium subscription for Cobra Kai alone for 1 month to power through Seasons 1 and 2. And then you can also enjoy like ad-free browsing if you don't use an ad blocker already. And you can enjoy any more allies to be slain. I'm looking for them. And you can enjoy... Oh, what else? Whatever else is on YouTube Premium, which I don't really know what else there is. But I would say the $8 I think it is for 1 month is probably worth the price of admission for a single... to get through 2 seasons of Cobra Kai, assuming Season 2 is good, which I'm optimistic, but I don't know for sure. But I'm optimistic. I got a few more of these guys, 6 more to go, almost done. Let's actually do this. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It's not perfect, but it's fun for what it is. I think it's not disappointing. I don't want to overhype it, but I enjoy it. Okay, so Endgame's coming out this month. Cobra Kai Season 2 is coming out this month. Game of Thrones is big. I don't watch it, but I'm sure I know that's a huge thing for a lot of people. A lot of people that I work with in my lab are super hyped about that. Like I said, haven't watched it. Plan to watch it once they're all released at this point, because I'm like, I don't have time to catch up on all the seasons now, so I might as well just catch them once they're out and about. But yeah, so anyway, it's an exciting time in media in April 2019. I think a lot of people are probably hyped about the things coming out. And then in May is Detective Pikachu, which is my most, like, if I had to pick #1 film of the year for me that I'm excited about, that I know of, probably that. And I would say Star Wars Episode 9 is second place for me. Really excited for Star Wars Episode 9. I liked 7 and 8. I think there's a lot of reasons to dislike them. And, you know, retreading some old plot themes, destroying some of the lore or some of the rules that existed within Star Wars. I can agree with some of that, but I enjoyed them anyway. I'm not a hardcore Star Wars fan. I'm a big fan, but not hardcore in the sense that I know a lot about I never knew about the extended universe. I knew about it, but never really followed it. I know it's kind of non-canon now, so there's that. Anyway, quest turn-ins. Were you able to recover her remains? I was. We'll take this tiny upgrade. The treachery of the Bone Speakers knows no limit. Their rituals seek to sunder the very essence of our queen. We will use their own magic to return her to us. We're gonna ding almost. We're so close. This turn-in will do it. Your glorious battle honors the Valkyria Queen. These mystics have gone to great lengths to weaken Asheldir. We must hope that her spirit is strong enough for the awakening. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to log out here for today, because I need to get going. I got things to do. But we're very close to being done with this little area. So I think I'll finish up this little chapter, and then I think I'm going to leave Stormheim. Although I enjoy it, I think I want to move on to a different zone, see some other stuff before I level too fast. Where am I now? I know you. Defeat Runeseer Falgir in Hostvold. He's calling upon dark forbidden magics? Huh. Oh, here's another quest. No, that was it. Okay.
You have defiled the old Bay's mystic. The God King is not worthy of the halls of valor.
Maybe we'll do this quest first, then I'll call it a day.
Spit on your ancient rights, shield maiden. You think to stop me?
Champion,
I am the master of the vengeful land.
Destroy it!
What? Shatter the rune spear? What am I doing? Oh, that's what I'm looking for. I was like, what am I doing? I was like, I thought I had it targeted, but I didn't see it being targetable for a moment. It like wasn't. I guess I have to kill this one next, maybe?
My armies are eternal.
To arms! Show these cowards the meaning of he's empowering another runestone!
Alright, let's kill this one. So, I thought I had it targeted the other stone, but I didn't, it seemed like, and I was kind of confused as to why I couldn't do anything. Like, I read the text that popped up, but yeah, I was being dumb.
No! This power! It's too strong!
I would see you banished before I allow you to grant judgment to an outsider.
Goodbye, Inferno.
No!
Rip.
You can't!
I can. You have sealed your fate, Shield Maiden. You and this outsider. Enjoy your eternity of damnation.
Oh yeah, Helheim, right?
Helheim awaits.
A very cool area to be in. I remember this being like, wait, what's going on? Actually, I'm gonna log out though after this. Let's do a little. Let's turn this in. I cannot believe this fate. I am sorry, outsider, for I underestimated Faljar's power. That he could banish us here is unthinkable. The Trial of Valor achievement complete. Okay. Search the cages. Okay. I think we will stop here. I think Helheim's very cool. But I think I'm happy to stop here. And say that this is where I'm going to end our story in Stormheim. Although it's fun to keep going, I do want to see their zones just for the aesthetics. I really like I know it's conflicting, because on one hand doing all the chapters in a zone is really cool. You get to see the full story through. On the other hand, I really like seeing different terrain and different storylines and getting a taste of it all. So I think I'm going to head back to Dalaran. I could come back here. Oh, it's this minor upgrade. I could come back to Dalaran, or come back to Helheim if I want to at any point, but I think for now I want to go back to Dalaran. We also have a follower mission I need to collect, which I'll do next time. I'm going to log out here for now, but I think get some rested XP, which is nice. What does a postmaster have for us? Covered item. I forgot this. And this is a 144. Okay. Sure. I don't know. I basically base everything off item level because I'm kind of lazy and I don't really care that much until I hit. I know people have kind of mentioned that intellect, I think, is, if I recall, is my main skill that I should be focusing on. But I honestly don't care that much while leveling. I mean, I appreciate the comments and learning that I'm 95% sure intellect is my go-to thing. But generally, all I really care about for leveling is just whatever item level, and that's fine. At 120, I'll worry about it. View completed mission. Did we win? We did. Good. Archivist Melinda. Nice. We recruited someone. Let's turn on our quest. The scouting mission was more successful than we could have imagined. Your troops were able to rescue Archivist Melinda, a brilliant strategist. In thanks, she's agreed to lend her skill to our cause. Speak to Melinda. Okay.
See you around.
We'll do that next time. Anyway, we're level 103. We've got 17 more levels to go to hit 120. 7 more before we go to BFA content. It's kind of nice. I will eventually plan to do some 5-man dungeons. I haven't done any recently. I've said that last episode, but I haven't forgotten. But anyway, that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.